Hey all, it's Eric from epautos.com, your libertarian gearhead, and I just wanted to do a quick video on something that is becoming kind of an irritant for those of you who have radar detectors like I have. Here's my Valentine 1, which I revere and love dearly. It saves me almost on a weekly, if not daily basis from pay and paper issued by the highwaymen out there. The problem is, as you can see, it's beeping furiously. K-band is going off. The arrow is telling me that there's a cop behind me. But, as you can see, there's nothing behind me. The problem is that this car, and this is a new VW Touareg, like a number of new cars, has a variety of in-car safety features, including park assist, forward collision alert, blind spot monitor, and so on. And a lot of these systems use radar. So the car is emanating a radar signature, and it does it constantly at all times. Even if you turn off the system, you supposedly turn it off. I know because I've tried this in multiple vehicles that have these systems. You're still going to get this constant warning from your radar detector, because the radar detector can't tell the difference between a signal that's coming from a cop and a signal that's emanating from the car. And not only do these detectors pick up signals being produced by the car that you're in, I've noticed that if you're driving down the road and another car will be coming toward you that has the signal, and Audis seem to be the worst. Audis and also Infinitis. And this is just anecdotal, just my own personal experience. But those cars, I pass them, and the radar detector tends to really go haywire, and yet there's no cop around. And the hassle is that not only do you have the constant light going off, but the sound, the buzzer, the warning buzzer is constantly going off, and the only thing you can really do is turn it down. And then the problem you've got is that if there's a real cop coming at you, you won't get the buzzer, or you'll get multiple buzzers, and it's harder to separate out the real from the fake. It's really, really aggravating. Also, I've found that big rigs seem to have some sort of radar that's in their vehicles also, because almost every time lately that I cross paths with a Kenworth or any other big rig, the radar detector goes ballistic. So they're emanating some kind of a signal, and it too probably has to do with safety. And I suspect this problem is only going to get worse as more and more new cars come equipped with this stuff. I have spoken with Mike Valentine, the president of Valentine 1, the guy who designed the original Passport radar detector back in the 70s, and the guy who runs Valentine 1, and he says they are working on it. They're improving the sensitivity filter to separate out police radar from the radar being generated by these cars. And the nice thing about the Valentine 1 is that you can get your unit updated. So all that stuff is on deck. But be aware of this, regardless of what radar detector you end up buying. The effectiveness of the detector is kind of being impaired a little bit by the fact that it's constantly picking up false flag signals. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you this morning. Got a couple of new articles up on the site, including some news just published by Automotive News about plummeting sales of the new aluminum-bodied Ford F-150. I just finished writing a review of the truck, in which I pondered whether it was a smart move for Ford to go with an aluminum body over a steel body, given the cost of repairing aluminum versus steel, as well as some other issues, including Ford's decision to kind of move away from V8 engines in the trucks in favor of turbocharged and very small six-cylinder engines. Apparently the market is saying negative to both of those things. Sales of the F-Truck, which is brand new, are down nearly 10%, according to Automotive News. And Ford has responded, as a car company always does when this situation happens, with big discounts, as much as $10,000 per truck, apparently. And that's disastrous. That is a canary in the coal mine for Ford. Because remember, the Ford F-Truck is their best-selling vehicle. Well, it was a best-selling vehicle, period. And Ford's #1 cash cow. If the F-Truck redesign turns out to be a flop for Ford, and they lose their number one slot, it's going to be absolutely devastating for the company. So keep abreast of that. Watch out what's going on with that. Have a couple of stories about that up on the site. Also, a story about the resurrection of Frank and Harley, 1980 Harley Davidson Sportster that was left outside to rot for a number of years. So I hope you'll stop by and check all that stuff out, and we will catch up with you next time, and thanks for watching.